My spouse fell for a fake advisor's crypto plan, drained our accounts, and I had to call a detective. Late last year, I was not doing well. My spouse wasn't either. We were moody and quiet, snapping and avoiding. I said clumsy things that made them think I was planning to leave. I wasn't. I was scared they would. While we drifted, my spouse went online to vent. A person on social media said they were a financial advisor and had a way to grow money fast. They said it was a normal mix of assets. The only catch was, the money had to be moved in crypto because it was faster. My spouse had heard me say many times that crypto isn't insured and most dashboards are fake, but the website looked clean, with a dollar balance and history. A few months later, the account on that site supposedly quadrupled. The same friend urged my spouse to upgrade to a higher tier. That is when my spouse started pulling from everywhere, their premarital savings, our joint savings, and the proceeds from a house we had sold. We had agreed to use that money to pay down our new mortgage and lower our monthly payment. Instead, my spouse funneled it to the site and also told the friend about the sale, which gave the scammers a bigger target. The dashboard showed bigger balances and fake payouts, even though the only thing that ever moved was crypto going one way. Each transfer showed up as more growth. My spouse says crypto was hot that week, and they thought that explained the jump. If they had asked me for 2 minutes, I would have spotted the script on day one. Crypto deposits only, glossy graphs, instant gains, pressure to add more. I was busy trying to fix my own mess and get back to normal, so I missed the signs at home and didn't think to ask where our sale money went. Then came the withdrawal. Fees appeared. Taxes appeared. The site said the account would be unlocked after payment. We didn't have more cash. My spouse went to their family, said it was short term, and borrowed 6 figures. They converted it to crypto and pushed it to the same address. More fees popped up. New banks with multi-factor logins appeared. Each had a history page to make it look real. The family started asking for payback dates because tax time was coming. My spouse finally told a real friend, who said it sounded awful, and urged them to loop me in. On Valentine's Day weekend, my spouse sat me down and tried to explain. Their hands shook. They kept saying it would be fine once the last fee cleared. They had not even accepted it was a scam. I asked for the site, the wallet address, and the messages. I saw it in seconds. The patterns, the timing, the fake forms, and the push for unlocking fees were all there. I said, as calmly as I could, that our savings were gone and the loans were now debts, and the only thing we could control was what we did next. I pulled a notebook and wrote dates, amounts, and who sent what. We made a list of accounts. We changed passwords and set fraud alerts. We froze every card we could. We pulled records from email and banks and made a timeline of every transfer. We filed reports with state and federal agencies and with the crypto exchange my spouse used. I read the messages between my spouse and the friend. It wasn't romantic. It was small talk, memes, and little nudges about upgrades. There was almost nothing about secrecy. That hurt in a different way. My spouse hid it by reflex, not because anyone told them to keep me out. That sting was its own problem. We took it to therapy and said it out loud. I told my spouse I needed total transparency if we were going to keep the house and keep working. We set weekly check-ins and put both of our phones on the table for every money call. We agreed to no solo transfers ever again. Then we did the boring work at home. I called our bank and our mortgage lender. We locked our credit reports. I opened a folder and put paper copies of the key statements inside. I told my spouse we needed legal help. We started that too. The lawyer explained how to sign papers so debts sit under my spouse's name, not mine, and to title assets under mine while we work. I hate that it has to be like that, but it's the only way to protect our home right now. I have not filed for divorce because selling the house today would leave me with a hole and no safe place to land. I also know walking out without a plan would not undo a single transfer. It would just turn one disaster into 2. So I'm choosing steps that keep us afloat. It's not pretty. It's not dramatic. It's just what the math needs from me. My friends ask why I stayed. The answer is simple. I need a plan before I make a move. Counseling is booked. The reports are in. The accounts are locked down. The passwords are changed. Today we met the lawyer again, signed the debt papers, and drove home in silence. I take the folder from the glove box and carry it inside. I put it on the table, open to the page with the numbers. I pick up the phone, call the detective, and say we're ready to talk. Now their family is calling me controlling for locking accounts. Was I wrong?